So, not back for another episode of Believe in BO3. This time I am going to be having a best of 3. We are doing a best of 3 battle this time. I'm still going to be using the Feraligator team, although there's a Gyarados over the Feraligator now, and I'm going to be going up against James Baek, third in the world. He also has a Tangrowth that is a Cloyster as well. Okay. If I can take care of Heatran, Steelix looks wonderful. If they get into Trick Room, Steelix still looks wonderful. Cloyster is an interesting pick though. But yes, go and check out James Baek's channel if you do not know who he is. I strongly assume you do. He is currently third in the world with the Ultra Series formats. The year I came 9th. Would have been my semi-finals opponent if I was able to make it there. Very strong player. Great YouTube channel. Go and check it out if you have not. It will be in the description. I think I do want to go with my own Tangrowth here as a lead. I need to just take care of the Heatran. How do I take care of the Heatran so my Steelix can win? I don't have much for my own Raikou as well. My Raikou's looking pretty good. I will go Tangrowth and Raikou. I'm going to bring Steelix here. Gyarados is great against the Heatran, but not so great against everything else. So I think I'm going to go Blaziken as my way of breaking through the Heatran. We will see how this goes and if I need to adapt. Because this is a best of 3 after all. This is not going to be a... it's not a ladder session normally, but you know what I mean. Just the normal best of 1s. Alright, so they've gone quite passive. They're going with Fake Out and Sleep Powder. But that's okay. That's okay. Because they can't Fake Out Raikou. Even if they put me to sleep, I can start burning the sleep turns. So we're going to play this game. But I can get ahead with my Calm Mind. They may have Power Swap themselves and go for Leaf Storm immediately and then start to Power Swap away my Calm Mind boosts. That could be a bit annoying. But at least I keep my Special Defense boosts. Because Heatran won't be able to do too much, as if I get some Calm Minds going, Earth Power won't do that much. Cloyster is most likely physical. Something is going to sleep, most likely, because Zoom Lens still activates. Heatran, please go to sleep. Please go to sleep, Heatran. Just getting one Calm Mind is going to be very nice here. Close combat would be their best way through the Raikou now. Just be nice and accurate Tangrowth. Are we going to play the Sleep Powder War between us? We are. And they miss because they're not Zoom Lens. And I hit because, no, I am Zoom Lens, but I still miss. Okay. Great start, great start. That's supposed to show how good Zoom Lens is, but it did not. Okay. Great start. I think I will go into my Blaziken hard here and protect my Raikou. Do I need to protect my Raikou? Should I just start eating the sleep turns? Should I just start eating the sleep turns? Get another Calm Mind. I don't think that's greedy getting another Calm Mind, because they don't have a great way of breaking through me with the Heatran and the Tangrowth. If they put me to sleep, sure, but they still got to focus it down, and then they got to deal with the Swords Dance Blaziken potentially. That's good. That's good. So second Calm Mind is very nice here. Okay, so let's start burning through the sleep turns then. Now, do I go for a Flare Blitz into the Tangrowth? Do I try and close combat the Heatran? If I do, they would have to Rage Powder to keep it safe now. They could very easily switch back into Hitmontop and go for a Sleep Powder into the Blaziken. I'm going to get greedy here. I feel like my Raikou is in a good enough position that I can afford to be greedy. Because the Tangrowth is switching out, okay. That's good. But now we have to play the Feint mind game, because you would assume that they are Earth-powering the Blaziken. White Herb is amazing here. It is a shame I didn't close combat the Heatran. Because the plan was take care of the Heatran and I just win with Steelix, right? But I did not do that, I got greedy. So I could have just taken a close combat on the Heatran there, and I did not. So Earth Power should not KO my Blaziken. Because I am a nice and bulky Blaziken, like so. Bulky Blaziken is the correct Blaziken. Now, do they have Feint? Like, if they have Feint, there is nothing I can do. So I might as well protect. If they've got Feint, they just KO me. If they don't have that, then I will be able to get a close combat off next turn. Take care of the Heatran, and my Steelix can win. I guess the Hitmontop can still close combat it, but Steelix will still look in a great position so long as that Heatran is taken care of. But bulky Blaziken is the one. Do they have Feints? They do not have feint. Like, they would go for feint there. They do not have feint. Stay asleep is okay. I will just take a little bit of chip from, and nope, not I won't. It is a substitute. That is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. I can just go for some snarls here. I can close combat KO that Hitmontop. And hopefully I will be able to get my snarl going. Do I Thunderbolt just to break the sub? Would that be worth? Is that worth? Because I can just take KO on the Hitmontop here. And that frees up my Raikou a lot, because that's one of the physical attackers of the team. Do I break the substitute, or do I just accept the substitute will stay up and go for snarls? Snarl will cover any switches. No, because I'm just KOing whatever it switches in, unless it's Cresselia. I'm going to Thunderbolt. I'm going to Thunderbolt, try and break the sub. Assuming I wake up, of course, but something is being KO'd. Tangrowth will probably survive, but that's okay. It will be in range of Snarl, almost certainly, next turn. Maybe. Maybe. Snarl was probably better just to get that Tangrowth. Oh, I do stay asleep, so it didn't really matter. So Heat Wave will KO both Pokemon here. No, they play the safe game. They're playing it safe, because Heat Wave could have missed, so Earth Power makes sense. Wouldn't have been much chip on the Raikou, so it makes sense to guarantee the KO. So now, I'm guaranteed to wake up with the Raikou. I've been asleep all the turns. So I can go for Snarl here. Do I go into Tangrowth? Tangrowth doesn't achieve anything. I need to go into Steelix. But then I can't Earthquake myself. That also doesn't work. So I want to Snarl and Earthquake, but that doesn't work. I'm in a tricky position here. Needs to take care of the Heatran first, but that can be with Snarls. Earthquake and myself is not ideal. And the Tangrowth can't do much. It would have to be Tangrowth and Thunderbolt, but then no, I can still get the Heatran. I can still get the Heatran. But if they just protect the Heatran here, Protect and Sleep Powder would be pretty guaranteed into the Raikou. Would Snarl be enough to KO the Tangrowth? I'm not sure. But I think I've got to try at this point. Because they can just Protect and Sleep Powder. No, they're switching into Hitmontop, okay. That's okay. I'm still getting a Leaf Storm into this. This has got to be Protect on the Heatran, right? Like, you should surely protect your Heatran. No, they didn't. So they didn't care about the... Oh, okay, fair enough. They didn't care about the Thunderbolt Sleep Powder. But that's okay. Raikou is still looking pretty reasonable. That's the wrong one to dodge. Yeah, that's not much damage at all, is it? Oh, come on! That was 1% accurate, like 1%! Like, Zoom Lens activates on the switch-in, right? That was a 1% chance. No, it wouldn't be. No, it can't activate on the switch-in then, because that would have been 100%. So it doesn't activate on the switch-in. I thought it did, so I've learned something. Sweet. Doesn't activate on the switch-in. Okay. Steelix is looking worse and worse here. I am going to Leaf Storm and Thunderbolts the Hitmontop, I think. That should be it. Ooh, I can't Thunderbolt myself. That was a slip. Nice and strong, Raikou. That's definitely in range of Leaf Storm. Ah, now they're slower than me. Nice. Calculated. Well done, Raikou, but I want the Tangrowth to dodge. Should be living based on the roll, but could be a dirty roll. Okay, that was a good paralysis because now the close combat won't happen. Because I'll get a Leaf Storm and just KO the Hitmontop. So I keep my Tangrowth as well, which is pretty sweet. So now, do they have enough to break through the Raikou at this point? So what would it be? Cresselia, I can beat with the Raikou. Tangrowth comes in, Sleep Powders. It's pretty healthy. I still get to Snarl. Do I just sacrifice Steelix for a little bit of Regenerator? I don't think so. I don't think so. I will sleep powder the tank growth in case it switches out for some more regenerator, and I will snarl again. But like, I'm going to lose the tank growth regardless. It doesn't really matter because they should just go for another heat wave. And then it's just the tank growth dodge it. The tank growth dodges the heat wave as they switch out into something else. I could put something to sleep. But that's fine. Let's get some dodges. I mean, I've already got 2 on the Raikou, so I cannot complain. If I get a burn at any point on the Raikou, that is terrible. Nice and dodge the sleep powder. Oh, sweet. Okay. So that is something. Because I reckon the Tangrowth's in Thunderbolt KO range. And I've snarled the Heatran twice, so it's not as good against my Steelix anymore. But the problem is, I can't just freely Earthquake. I can't freely Earthquake. I'm going to Gyro Ball the Tangrowth in case it switches out, and get some reasonable damage on whatever would switch in. Oh, the Heatran switches out. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And there's a Cloyster. Okay. Oh, that's good for them. That's really good for them. Okay, because now they can shell some. Oh, things are looking very dire now. Things are not looking good at all. Okay. That is not ideal. Oh, that was a free curse. That was a free curse. Yeah, I think I still do this. It's just, do they Protectants sleep powder? Or do I just take the KO on the Tangrowth? Take the KO on the Tangrowth, I think. But they were rage panning anyway, it didn't matter. So Snarl would have done some very good damage to the Cloyster. Maybe it was worthwhile going for that. This should KO. It did not KO. Is that better? That might be better. No, because the Gyro Ball's going to KO, isn't it? Because I didn't go for Curse. And they are just White Herbs, so they're not Focus Sash. But I am a bulky Raikou. Can I survive the Icicle Spear? Because I could go for Earthquake and Protect. And I'm sturdy on the Steelix as well. But if they just sub an Icicle Spear, that's pretty safe for them. I'm gonna EQ and Protect. I'm gonna EQ and Protect. Okay, okay, that's a good start. Okay, that's not as good a start. I have had 3 opportunities to click Curse at this point. Now, Raikou absolutely needs to survive this now. Yeah, it just has to survive, and I am Earthquaking myself. Because even if they sub... No, it's still awkward. Raikou just needs to be nice and bulky. And that is... Oh, that's going to be close. Raikou, that's going to be so close. Raikou, you're so nice and bulky, but it's not quite enough. No, not quite. Not quite. So close. So close. And Substitute is incredibly safe from them. So close, so close. Just needed to be a bit more bulky, but not quite. Raikou was very good there. Raikou was very good. If I'd have just clicked a few curses with my Steelix, I could have done something. But yeah. I don't think there's any reason not to just attack. Like, think whether I forfeit. There's nothing they can do to find out my item or anything. I think it's just worth to find out the damage that Icicle Spear does. That's the kind of damage I was hoping for on my Raikou. Like, I was hoping to just survive, but it's not quite. Might have been worth forfeiting just because then they don't find out that I'm... no, they don't find out, so that's fine. Because they don't find out I'm Shuckleberry or not Shuckleberry and not Ockerberry, I guess. It does nothing to Cloyster. Should have been cursing. But there we go. Steelix is not the play, it seems. Gyarados was great there. So I should probably consider Gyarados. So I felt like I was reasonably, not in control, but like not in a bad position. And then it was the turn that Tangrowth protected. When they switched in the Cloyster, if I'd have just gone for a Snarl that turn, or even just any attack into the Cloyster, that would have been pretty reasonable. But that Tangrowth protect and switch to Cloyster was very good for them. That was what won the game. So I need to be more mindful of that. So I should bring Gyarados this time over the Steelix. Latias, does it? Yeah, does it have a place? Heatran can't touch it. It would only be the Cloyster. It would literally only be the Cloyster. It would just be the Cloyster. I think I might go Tangrowth Latias. Raikou was very good. And then I'm not bringing either Blaziken or Gyarados. It's probably worth not bringing the Tangrowth, but then what do I lead? And if I'm not, I have not much against Trick Room. Raikou was very good there. Raikou is necessary. So I'll leave Blaziken this time and I'll bring Gyarados. It's probably still a good idea to bring Blaziken because it can speed boost itself past the Cloyster. Raikou is a good adjustment from them. But I will Calm Mind and I will Sleep Powder the Raikou. Because, whoa, again, stop drifting, stop drifting. I'm going to end up Sleep Powdering myself at some point. Like I tried to. If it had been Tangrowth and Latias, I would Sleep Powder myself. So, okay, fair enough. But Zoom Lens is going to hit this time. It wasn't a very good showing, missing the first Zoom Lens Sleep Powder, but there we go. Okay, so the Heatran is not a concern at all to this Latias. So long as I can focus down the not Heatran side, like I do not care about that substitute with Latias. It doesn't matter. And I connect this Sleep Powder, so I'm not going to be Snarl again. So I'm going to Calm Mind and Sleep Powder the Raikou again. Or do I Leaf Storm it to put it into +1 Psychic range? Damage on whatever comes in would be nice. And Tangrowth avoided the Snarl, so it's going to be at full damage. And they stayed in, so Leaf Storm was correct. Evo will do a chunk, but... Or it will just crit. Okay, that's not good. That is not good. Okay then. Oh, actually, no. That is a paid switch into Gyarados. So long as that Raikou stays asleep. So long as the Raikou stays asleep. I could go my own Raikou, actually, and just start double Calm Minding. No, if the Raikou stays asleep, I am in a amazing position. Like, these two do not care about Heatran in the slightest. I will just ignore it. So 2/3 of the time, I am most likely to just sweep through this game. I will Psychic the Raikou, and I will Dragon Dance. And he will not wake up. He will not wake up with the Raikou. Very simple. Just do not wake up the Raikou. You are put in +1 waterfall range, and I will just sweep through. If you do wake up, awkward. There's Cloyster, but I am hopefully going to be at +1. Still. Oh, it woke up. Oh, that's rubbish. That's rubbish. But at least I can bring in my own Raikou and Thunderbolt the Cloyster. But that is not ideal. Odds were in my favor there. Like, I maybe should have gone to the Raikou and not played the odds, but, you know. I think that was still pretty reasonable going for that. Okay, now it's just do they protect the Cloyster as they Snarl. Because I could double up with the Thunderbolts and Psychic, and if they just protect Snarl, I can still just do the same thing next time. So I think I still will. Even though they're going to protect... Oh, okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay. Okay, I'm getting some good damage onto the Tangrowth, though, because they're just snarling forever with the Raikou now. That was unfortunate they woke up. Like, it was either I'm in a wonderful position and I'm almost certainly going to sweep through, or I'm in a pretty poor position now and they are going to just keep snarling forever. So, not the most ideal thing. There's not too much that can be done at this point. I'm just going to eventually be sleep powdered. They will switch into the Cloyster at some point, and then they will be able to. Shell Smash and win. So, yeah, Light Screen makes this even harder. Like, should it have been Raikou or the Gyarados? Because, like, I did open myself up to just immediately abysmal position. If I'd have gone into the Raikou, if they wake up, they just get a Snarl. Like, we're in the same position here, but I still have a Gyarados waiting in the back. But, like, still, like, 2/3 of the time. 2/3 of the time, I am still absolutely fine, so... I don't think it was unreasonable to make that play. But things are not looking good right now. Guaranteed to stay asleep with the Latias. I will attempt to Snarl, but there's not too much that can be done at this point. They will likely switch the Raikou into... Oh, I could have slowed down, because I could have Thunderbolted the Raikou there. Probably should have slowed down, because they can go for Sleep Powder into the Raikou and play the odds, and switch into the Cloyster right now. Yeah, like, I should have slowed down there. I should have absolutely slowed down. But Rage Powder, okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, that's not much damage at all, is it? Okay. Now this needs to be a first turn wake with a Draco KO on the Tangrowth. At least this is... Oh, that's White Herb. So their Shell Smash will make them very not bulky. So this needs to be my reverse first turn wake. This needs to be a reverse first turn wake, else I do immediately lose. And the Draco... Will it KO? It's a neutral, but they've got Light Screen. So it will be close. It'll be close, but if I do not wake up, I have lost, so. And that is how it is. So, you know, Sleep Powder's doing its thing. Sleep Powder is doing its thing. There is nothing that can be done at this point. They will Shell Smash, they will Icicle Spear twice. There is something that can be done because they got the full paralysis. Technically, there is something that can be done because they may not Rage Powder anymore. But yeah, odds worked out for them there. I'm content with going into Gyarados. Gyarados is 2/3 of the time I immediately win, and 1/3 of the time I am almost certainly going to lose. So, you know, playing the odds, that's what can happen sometimes. Is there any way out of this? Full paralysis into Draco. Hit on the Cloyster. They should go for the Latias. But this is the only Pokemon that can protect, so I'm going to have to play for them going for a Protect Pokemon. But they should always target the Latias, I think. And if they do, there is nothing I can do. So, like, I needed a full paralysis there and an attack into the Raikou. So, but they always Icicle Spear the Latias because it's not going to have Protect. So, yeah, nothing I can do there. We will find out maybe if I could have survived the Icicle Spear in Game 1. We will see. If I can, maybe there's some hope, but I don't think so. So, like, Game 1 was a very nice switch and Protect. Because that was pretty risky, because they protected the Tangrowth. They could have just been Thunderbolted, but it was a good switch. And then this one, you know, 2/3 of the time, 1/3 of the time, you know, playing the odds. Doesn't always work in Pokemon. We are playing Pokemon after all. But please do go and check out James's channel. He has got, it's not a roll. It's almost certainly not a roll. But go and check out James's channel. He is a fantastic battler. Got some very, very good teams that he builds for his YouTube channels that he showcases. So please go and check him out. It will be in the description. And thank you for watching.